Ever wondered how to cure your own meats at home? Well, today you're in for a treat. Meat curing is an age-old art, a beautiful marriage of science and culinary skill that dates back to the times when refrigeration was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of the future. It's the process of preserving and flavoring meats in a way that not only extends their shelf life, but also significantly enhances their taste. Imagine biting into a slice of ham or bacon. The flavor's more robust, and the texture's more satisfying than anything you've ever bought from a store. That's the magic of curing your own meats at home. And the best part? It's a skill that anyone can master. With a little patience and practice, you can transform your kitchen into a haven for cured meats. So buckle up, folks. We're about to dive into the savory world of meat curing. Now, before we get our hands dirty, let's cover some basics. When it comes to meat curing, there are two main methods. First, we have dry curing, the oldest trick in the book. It involves rubbing the meat with a mixture of salt and spices, and then letting it hang out in a cool, dry place for a while. It's like a spa day for your steak, only less cucumber water and more salt. Then we have wet curing, also known as brining. This method is a little more hands-on. You submerge the meat in a salty, flavorful bath and let it soak up all that goodness. Now, you might be wondering, why all this salt and what's with the nitrates? Well, salt and nitrates are the dynamic duo of meat preservation. They prevent the growth of bacteria, keeping your meat safe to eat while also enhancing its flavors. Remember, curing meat is a delicate balance, but don't worry, we're here to guide you through it. All right, it's time to gather your tools and ingredients. First and foremost, we need meat. This can be any kind of meat you like, but pork is a classic choice. The cut of meat matters too, so choose wisely. Next up, we have curing salt. This isn't your everyday table salt, folks. It's a special kind of salt that helps prevent bacteria from growing. Then comes the spice of life, literally. Spices give your cured meat that unique flavor profile. So go wild, be adventurous, but remember to balance those flavors. Now, you can't cure meat in just any old place. You need a curing chamber or a refrigerator. This is where the magic happens, where the meat transforms into a savory delight. And last but not least, you need patience. Curing meat isn't a quick process. It takes time, but trust me, the wait is worth it. Got everything ready? Great. Next, we're moving on to the fun part. Now that we've got everything we need, let's dive into the process. Curing meat is like crafting a story. Each step is an essential chapter unfolding. Our tale begins with the selection and preparation of the meat. You'll want to look for quality cuts with a good balance of fat and muscle. Trim off any excess fat and sinew because, let me tell you, no one likes chewing on that. Next up, we apply the cure. This is where the magic really happens. Your cure should be a mix of salt, sugar, and curing salts. Rub that concoction all over your meat. Get it into every nook and cranny. It's like a spa day for your meat, except instead of cucumber slices, we're using salt. Once you've got your meat all rubbed down, it's time to let it rest. This is where patience comes into play, folks. Wrap your meat tightly in butcher paper or place it in a sealed container. Then tuck it away in a cool, dark place. Now, the waiting game begins. Depending on the size and type of your meat, this could take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. This is the part where your meat takes a long, salt-infused nap. And there you have it. But remember, patience is key. Curing meat is a waiting game. So, to quickly recap, we've journeyed through the art of meat curing, from its basic principles to the necessary tools and ingredients. We've delved into the step-by-step process, highlighting the importance of quality meat, the right proportions of curing agents, and the patience required during the curing period. Remember, practice makes perfect. And there you have it, folks. With a little time and patience, you too can master the art of curing meats at home. Now go forth and cure.